Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He has amassed large wealth with some of the boldest ideas that the world couldn't fall behind. But now he's fighting a losing battle with the crown bearer of the AI revolution, GPT-5. And here's why. The future of life letter. AI systems with human competitive intelligence can pose profound risks to society and humanity, as shown by extensive research and acknowledged by top AI labs. That was the opening line of a letter published by Future of Life, a non-governmental organization that aims to protect human interests from any existential threat presented by advanced artificial intelligence. The letter that was published on March 22, 2023, called for putting a 6-month pause on the development of AI models more powerful than OpenAI's GPT-4. The organization cited that we shouldn't develop AI systems that seem unpredictable in the long run. Until we don't have a clear picture of what humanity would look like under a large language model like GPT, we should refrain from building more models. And of course, stop the financing of such projects too. So far, the letter has more than 33,000 signatures, including those of top-notch leaders from Silicon Valley. But there's one signature that matters the most, and that belongs to tech extraordinaire Elon Musk. Yeah, we are just as confused as you are. Musk's ties with OpenAI. Musk has been a prominent name in the development of artificial intelligence. It's even more ironic when you realize that the letter talks about how tech that has the potential to outsmart humans shouldn't be under the control of unelected leaders. Which, of course, is a profound idea, but Musk himself has pushed against regulations of AI-infused autopilot software that Tesla uses for its self-driving cars. Not to mention, Elon Musk was one of the first board members of OpenAI back in 2018. Other than pumping initial seed money into the company, Musk wanted the company to move faster to yield AI projects. While Elon and other board members, including Sam Altman, had several issues about the trajectory of OpenAI, SpaceX only left the company to avoid any conflict of interest with Tesla. You see, at that time, OpenAI wanted to become a global leader in studying the ethics and safety of artificial intelligence. Again, the irony isn't lost on us. Musk decided to call it quits at OpenAI when Tesla had restarted its AI program to develop autonomous self-driving cars. So, working with the company meant that Musk's financial motivations were in direct contradiction with the ethics research group. And we already know what happens next. In the years to come, OpenAI will massively change its trajectory to kickstart the most sophisticated generative model that will spark debates about AI outsmarting humans. And of course, Microsoft will pump billions of dollars into this little project we call GPT today. The Future of Life's letter came almost a month after OpenAI had released a more sophisticated version of ChatGPT, GPT-4. So, the crux of the issue isn't the current model that we all get to use after paying a small amount to OpenAI. Experts believe the letter was plainly targeted towards what comes next. And that happens to be GPT-5, the king of all generative models. But wait, there's more to this twisted story. The Musk Foundation is one of the major donors of the Future of Life. That's right, one of the biggest proponents of AI financially empowers an NGO that pushes for the regulation and democratization of AI companies. What's Elon's row with GPT-5? Look, we obviously can't solve the paradox that Musk could be, but there are important things to consider here. Since the very beginning of the AI renaissance in the tech world, Elon has expressed concern and confusion about building something we don't really understand. The release of ChatGPT kickstarted a new wave of competition within tech companies to come up with their own AI-empowered large language models. We have termed this phenomenon the AI wars, which are led by major companies like Microsoft, Google, Meta, and even Tesla. While we have yet to see a worthy competitor to Microsoft-backed OpenAI, many companies are racking up billions in investment. And well, it makes sense, doesn't it? The AI revolution is rampant, but it's still a novel idea for investors. So, they are wary of putting all of their money in one company, and they have no trouble when it comes to putting dollars into direct competitors. Whatever gives a hefty return, right? The point here is that everyone wants to run in this race without giving away too much about their training methodology, or if they're sticking to the commonly agreed standards of ethics or not. The big players have become very hush-hush and secretive about how they're training their generative models. So it's becoming increasingly hard for NGOs like the Future of Life to defend against the potential harms that companies like OpenAI can present. Despite Elon's highly contradictory position on AI development, we have to give credit where it's due. Musk is right when he says that the transparency behind AI development is pretty foggy. If we deal with this profound point independently, we can see how the onus of being transparent falls on OpenAI. ChatGPT-4 is more than a sophisticated search engine. Experts cite that it does have the potential to render certain sectors of employment completely obsolete. But if you look at GPT-4's transparency report, you wouldn't find anything about how the models were trained, how data was obtained, or how the generative model can yield potential ethical harms. In fact, OpenAI didn't even bother to hire third parties to assess the risks imposed by GPT-4, which is a standard industry practice. The company itself scrutinized GPT-4 and then, of course, approved it for widespread human use. Oh well, no one is really shocked. Elon Musk is perhaps right to wonder what happens when GPT-5 is made available to users. From a monetary perspective, if we had billions of dollars in our bank account, we would definitely throw our money at GPT-5. We know that it's going to be an important turn in humanity's history. We're looking at unlocking new horizons of big data that our small human mind can't potentially even imagine. Sure, Musk wants to build a live-in space station on the moon and populate Mars, but even he can't grapple with the possibilities that GPT-5 will unfold. It's true that after leaving OpenAI, he essentially let go of a major avenue to make billions of dollars, Elon's very own LLM. But he's still in the running to rack up major crisp dollars, and it's through AI-empowered technologies as well. We're not talking about a level 5 fully autonomous self-driving car, a project that also suffers from major ethical implications. Right now, we're talking about Grok, a major AI disruption in Musk's Twitter, which is now known as X. According to the Generative model's website, Grok is an AI modeled after the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so intended to answer almost anything and, far harder, even suggest what questions to ask. A unique and fundamental advantage of Grok is that it has real-time knowledge of the world via the X platform. It will also answer spicy questions that are rejected by most other AI systems. And if that's not a full-blown shade to ChatGPT, then what is? Here's the thing. Elon has been forthcoming about Grok via his tweets and blog posts that X publishes. But so far, the Gen model is in a beta testing phase, and it's only available to a handful of users. While GPT offers a free tier access option alongside the premium version, Grok is only available to X's premium features. So, yeah, you might have to pay around $16 to access a very rough version of the model. We can't exactly see what sort of ramifications Grok would have, but the fact that its primary data source is Twitter is pretty concerning. It's not a hidden secret that a plethora of misinformation has plagued the site. But hey, it's too early to demonize the generative model. And we also can't ignore what tech experts have been saying about Elon's motivation to sign the Future of Life letter. Many industry specialists cited that Musk only wanted a 6-month break in LLM development to potentially catch up with OpenAI's training regime for its future iterations of GPT. We don't think Elon is all set to dethrone GPT with Grok, though. While GPT has multimodal capacities with audio and visuals, Grok doesn't have such capabilities. But X has an edge over Google and Meta, who still haven't incorporated AI-powered LLM in their social media avenues. It has not come a long way, but so far, it seems like Elon is winning the AI race against a handful of actors. OpenAI is not one of them, though. It's obvious that his infatuation with AI still exists. So, one can only imagine what the world would have looked like if Elon Musk was still at OpenAI. One thing is for sure, he would have a couple more $1 billion in his bank account. Did you find this video helpful? Give it a like, and make sure to subscribe to our channel.